Hi there. If you're watching this video, you are interested to know and compare about WP Engine together with Cloudways, right? So I want to do this video in a deep dive. We will not only reading you the information that you can already read yourself in the website, so it's basically meaningless to be honest. But I want to share from a real user perspective, a person who has been in the industry for more than 20 years and have uses my various a lot of the different web hostings for my site. So to begin with, I want to share with you the one of the key point. Okay, um, you cannot simply compare the WP engine with Cloudways because it's not an apple-to-apple comparison. But of course, I will not leave you this vague answer. Okay, and I will try to tell you at the end of the video which one is the best in my opinion. Okay, and I will tell you why. Okay, so the WP engine, if you look into the pricing structure, they call WordPress hosting, WooCommerce hostings, right? And they have SME enterprise, e-commerce, etc. Do not get confused about all these names. Okay, in the hosting industry, there's only two type of hosting. One is managed hosting, which they call we the reality is the share hosting, and the one is the private hosting. Okay, share and private. That's it, just two. So the reason why these all these not just WP Engine but SiteGround, Bluehost, Name Hero, GoDaddy, you name it, all of them have the term WordPress hostings, WooCommerce hosting, e-commerce hosting, because a lot of new players in the market, they want to start their own website, but they just do not know uh, the correct options. So they will search for like, oh, I'm going to build e-commerce website, right? And they go and search e-commerce hosting. You see what I mean? And then the first thing, go to the website page. Do they do not see this keyword? They say, "Oh, this hosting do not have this product," and they will just click away. So they lost the business. So eventually, the industry evolved into the way that they need to think of the names that suit the customer word they are searching for. So it's like a e-commerce hostings, and this is something they just to came up with. So now you get it clear. I want to share with you that it's always better to get your own private hosting. Okay, and when you go to WordPress engine and you go for a private hosting, it's just extremely expensive. Okay, it's talking about a few $100 per month. The reason why is because uh for this kind of company, they subscribe to a storage, the rack, the whole thing, the data center with another company. Another type is that they have their own storage, really owned by their own data center. So if they sell it to you, they cannot cut it into a little chunk, and then they sell it in the bigger size. Okay, so if you do the share hosting, they make a lot of money by they sell you a just like a dorm room, right? But the whole floor is living around 30 people. 30 people, and each of them may be paying them, let's say, $10, but the cost for them is just $5 to $6. So they make a very good profit, and it's a recurring one. So you see what I mean? For private hosting, the best way, always, the cheapest, I'm talking about the cheapest way, is always not even go for Cloudways, but go for DO, Voucher, Nino, AWS, GCP directly. And then you may ask, hey, then why would the hell you're talking about telling me to go for Cloudways, right? Uh, this is this can be it become another video for another 15 minutes, but to tell you in short 1 minute is that Cloud is a managed hosting. All of them is private hosting. So you can choose, you can pick your poison. If you go for Nino, Cloudware will do the just like a layer to manage it for you, like the auto run of the SSL on the top left corner. You can see the log pack, the SSL security log, renewal, the HTTPS configurations, the scaling, the clone, the backup, etc. All these require quite a lot of professional web hosting IT knowledge and in console in the black and white screen for you to do it yourself, which to be honest, only a very handful of people know these skills. And with you, you are the type of person who know this, you will not be watching this video. Okay, you see what I mean? So uh, so for a SME owner, medium-sized website owner, or even a single blogger, a solopreneur, go for Cloudways. Cheaper and a lot of much more technical aspect I can share with you in a second. So so which one to go for? I think I would try DO. Sorry about that. DO is not as good as Voucher and Nino. These two are almost the same. AWS and GCP apparently is much better. You can see from the pricing as well. These two is giants. They have a better. Your speed will a little bit faster, but um, if you just start out, okay, do not go for this two. It's overkill, okay? It's just like using a machine gun to kill a cockroach, right? It's not necessary, okay? If you read what I mean. So just go for Voucher and Nino is already more than enough. Go for these two. And if you go for Nino, okay, let's say for this example, I will show you that if you click this one, you can start and you can have this area for you. First thing, you get your own private IP address in your server. It's very critical because in the future, we just send an email out. Okay, you send an email, and the ESP, which is the email service provider like Google, Yahoo, etc., they look into the IP address that the email you send out to, and you manage your own IP address because so the whole thing is actually reputation is controlled by you yourself. So with you spend quality high email, the market in the world will reckon this IP address is a good IP address email and going to reward you much more in the future as well. So it's just a fair game, all right? You see what I mean? It's a fair game. And talking about one of the core message that I want to share with you is that if you're using WordPress, they have a plugin called Breeze, and it's just awesome. This plugin itself, as you have no time to read the rest of the video, this plugin itself is already worth 100% why you go for Cloudways. Breeze is a plugin that developed by Cloudways themselves. Is for caching, and it's just so good. I used to use the premium version like the WP Rocket and pay for like $150 per year on it, and then realized the speed actually is even worse than Cloudways because Cloudways, in the layman perspective, right, without any good technical analysis, what is the best cache plugin for a server? Definitely the plugin that is developed by the server themselves, right? I hope it just makes sense. So in terms of the performance, convenience, simplexities, it's all just great. Okay, it's all just great for you to go with Cloudways. And here's the varnish options, the Redis I'm going to share with you in a second, and it will help you to save a lot of money and make your website super fast, just super fast. Okay, and so one of the point I want to mention is that when you talk about the Cloudways functionality, one of them very good is the monitoring. If you do the share hosting, you cannot have a granular level into look into the server spec and the data simply because you just rent a little tiny room, right? You do not have the full control of the whole floor of the data, just like the electricity, the gas, the warm air. But if you do a by private hosting via Cloudways, they can do the monitoring and the configuration for you. Just fit your need. Say for example, you need more resources on specific application, which is a website. Would you like host 4 to 5 websites into one? You can allocate granular level more resources on some PHP or RAM. With one website have more traffic, or one website have more e-commerce requirement, right? So it's just so great. So another one is to easy use for adding a staging. Staging is something they so quickly. If you doesn't know, it means that if you already have a website developed, you want to change something, you want to try something new, change the whole theme, change the plugins, change the layout or website builder. So with the this option staging, you can create just in a blink of a second. You create it and you can edit it quickly, very easily. Okay, that's the best part of it. So you store the SSL just like what I mentioned. You can create the SSL instantly with one click and we can done within 15 seconds. If you go for any of the 5 option vendor you go for directly, this will take you a few hours and it may not even success. They have a lot of configuration steps. Okay, manage caching. This is exactly what I just said because you have the whole server configuration power. You can edit anything you want. You can enable the varnish. You can click on the Redis and you can go on the MySQL caching server and you can restart the PHP as well. These are all functions that is not possible when you do a shared hosting. Okay, backup and restore. Not quite a unique one for Cloudways because they will do the backup and restore for WPX as well. So I give it to that to be fair. clone a server is definitely one only happen in Cloudways because you control the whole server. So why is it matter? What one is the use case? Let's say if you go for 9 voucher for a year and you want to go for a higher tier. So in WPX, you don't even know what kind of backend storage they're using, right? So if you want to migrate to AWS or GCP, you can easily in Cloudways with one click. That's it, okay? So for scaling a server is even easier. You could just pull the bar in here. You can instantly assign much more RAM, storage, and processing power to your website, which is extremely fast and easy for you. Okay, this is not possible in the other scenario. Okay, in other of the share hosting options. So you can click this link down below, leave it down below. You have a lot of case study when something happen to your business, and they really want to help the business owner in to success. And there are a lot of people support using Cloudways to help them make their business successful. So I will leave the link down below. You can have a read by yourself. Okay. So this is the one I just mentioned regarding the cache plugins, and I also want to quickly highlight the CDN. Breeze offer the CDN is content delivery network. It works with Cloudways, and you can have a one-click integrations, which is awesome. Okay, if you want to have the CDN configuration with the share hosting, we will take a lot of effort, but not here in Cloudways. Okay, so I think I've covered on the majority of it. The last point I want to also cover is the Redis WordPress. So I don't want to get in too much technical details in here, but because Cloudway uses Mcache, okay, by default, okay, and the Redis is the much more advanced and rich element on the Mcache already offering. So you consider it's like a professional grade level of cache. But you can only get it if you have the correct server configuration with the PHP. So Cloudways enable you to do that. And this is also one of the reason why Cloudway website is so fast. Okay, if you give it a try, it's for free anyway. You will definitely experience the speed much different. Okay, so this sum up the 7 things that you can do with Cloudway that none of the other option can be done. Okay, grow with this I just mentioned with you. You can scale the speed, pick your cloud provider, unlimited website, no restrictions, right? In WP X, a lot of this can have a restriction on you on how many website you can have. Okay, so this is no restrictions. Okay, no share hosting, and then this one is not only for WordPress. If you have some other solutions like tools that need to install, you can also do it on Cloudways. It's not only for WordPress. Okay, transparent pricing, no extra hidden cost on the next year renewal. This is my favorite one, and the performance is just definitely crazy. Okay, so I'm going to make this video fast, clean, and precise, and help you make the right decisions. And click the link down below for the free trial. You will get the best deal in the market and save some bucks for you. And I wish you success in your business. Thank you.